Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to do a full face of my current drugstore favorites. I have many brands represented in front of me. I did my best to choose only one from each brand. So if that sounds like fun, let's get into it. It was so comforting picking out makeup for this video. Maybelline Super Lock, fantastic, because these are products that I reach for all the time. I only have one newer to my collection product in here, but I say that doesn't count because I've owned it before. It's been years, but I just renewed my love for it, so I brought it back in. This is the Ulta Pigment Pop Primer. I know it's not technically drugstore, but it's drugstore priced. I'll prime my face with this L'Oreal Prime Lab 24-Hour Matte Setter Primer. I have loved this for a long time. I am getting to the end of it, and it is definitely one that I would repurchase. There are different versions of this primer. You can get, I believe, one that focuses more on pores, one that focuses more on hydration. This one claims to grip makeup, no shine, skin looks rebalanced over time. I believe it has salicylic acid in it. Yep, 1%. So I just press this in. Now I am not a grippy primer kind of girl. I don't like that sticky. For my eyes, I decided to go with this one from Morphe. I had one of you reach out to me and ask me a favorite cool-toned palette. This was the one that came to mind thinking of affordable. This is the Artistry palette going platinum. I am looking to do a warmer look, so when I wanted to choose this palette, I thought, oh, it's so cool. But truthfully, there are some neutral shades in here that I think I can pull into making a warm look. And while this center shade really is a show-stopping shade, I equally love this one. It does not look exciting, but wow, it's called Moneymaker, and it just feels so silky to the touch, looks so pretty on the eye. I love it. And there's some other really pretty like champagne shimmers, and the mattes are gorgeous. This is a lovely palette. I'll take my EOA 129 and I'll start with this one, which is called Paparazzi, and just sort of fluff that into my crease, just above my crease. There's a little bit of kick up, but the fallout situation I have never had a problem with. I just always tap off my brush. This is my MOTD Blending Bestie. I'm going to go into this lightest shade and just sort of smooth out that top area. Profusion Small Pointed ES6 back into that Paparazzi underneath. Now I'll use a JennDBeauty E02. Now go into this Crowd Control and just pat that on the outer corner. Take a little bit of that same brush on the outside corner underneath. And now for the fun part, this Moneymaker. So silky, beautiful. I'm going to put that on the lid. It's got sort of pinky, taupey, bronzy sort of shift to it. I love it. Maybe $15. It's a good one. And there are other variations. I think there's a pink one, there's a gold one. Next, I'll go ahead and add this Sephora Collection Retractable Waterproof Eyeliner in Matte Black. Again, not exactly drugstore, but you can get this at Sephora at a very reasonable price. I love how inky it is. I love the smudger. I'll go ahead and add top mascara. This is the Essence Lash Without Limits Extreme Lengthening Mascara. It really gives so much volume. Just because it talks about length, do not let it fool you. I have 2 coats on, and I think it did a fabulous job. For brow pencil, there was only one I could choose. This is the NYX Powder Louder Pencil. I have mine in soft brown. This is just a fave. It is easy. It is just the right pigment. It has a powder finish and it lasts on my brows. I like everything about this brow pencil, and my brows have never been done faster. For foundation, there was only one choice. This is the Revlon Color Stay 24-hour long wear makeup. I have mine in the combination oily skin variety. They also make a, I believe, hydrating one. I have the shade 240 medium beige. This foundation performs as good as my high-end foundations. Because I've so been enjoying the whole fluffy brush technique, I'm gonna try that today with this foundation. This is my JennDBeauty bronzer brush. I'm hoping it's clean. Seems to be a little airbrushed, blurred foundation. It's just so light and pretty. Love that, and if I need just a little bit more, I'll put the tiniest dot on there and just build up any coverage. I'll start by pressing it on and then I'll buff. Very good. My current favorite drugstore concealer is this one from Makeup Revolution. This is the IRL Filter Finish. I have mine in C6. It is good enough that I can get away with it even without a color corrector. It doesn't dry out under my eyes and it gives me good coverage. I'll be setting my under eyes with this LA Girl Pro Setting Brightening Loose Setting Powder in pink. It really brightens the under eye nicely. And this is the powder that is newer to my collection, but not new in my life. I've owned it before, and I have just recently fallen back in love with it. Just takes away any shine. And this combination of primer, foundation, and powder, my makeup will be bulletproof. To represent Milani, I picked their cream bronzer. This is a beautiful formula, the Cheek Kiss Cream Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Hey Honey, which is a nice, I would call it neutral. Kind of on and under that cheekbone, keeping it a little higher for a little more of a lift. Then going around that big old forehead, give the illusion it's a little bit smaller than it is. Sometimes I hit the sides of the nose, sometimes I don't. Flicking over. Oh, that looks good. In the blush category, I was very excited to grab this one from JCat. This is their Blush Mallow blush. I own 3 different shades of this. It is under $6. This is the shade Dolly Peachy. This formula actually reminds me very much of my beloved Danessa Myricks. I have mentioned this before. I might even do a comparison at the end of the month, but wow, it looks really close to my newest shade, which is the Jubilee. This has the neatest cream to powder, blurring texture, good lasting power, and lots of fun colors. Good. It was hard to choose one of my favorites from e.l.f., but this one won out. This is the Lash Extender Tubing Mascara. I recommend this to everybody, especially if they have problems with mascara running. For me, it is more of a bottom mascara problem situation. So this tubing mascara works out really well. For me, I wear it 99% of the time on my bottom lashes. And when I traveled this past June, this was the mascara I brought for the beach and it performed fabulously. I had to pick an item from Juvia's Place. I love this brand. I love their eyeshadows and their lipsticks most. This is their matte lipstick in the shade Toffee. Long wearing, creamy, sets down, barely transfers, so good. And to line those lips, I chose this one from Revlon. This really wowed me, this Color Stay Long Wear Lip Liner. I realized I cheated. I have 2 items from Revlon, forgive me, but it was this one or the Maybelline Lifter Liner. I love both of these, but I fell in love with this one first. I've used this one more. This is in the shade Nude. And this is a twist up. The Maybelline you have to sharpen, so it could be personal preference as well. I could really call this bulletproof Drugstore Favorites. I had to acknowledge this one from Hard Candy. This is their whiteout eyeshadow marker in matte. I love this. I use this almost every day. I did just recently pick up a couple more things from Hard Candy. That video is coming. I'm very excited to play with them. I think they are an underrated brand. So I like to take a very small brush, just tap it on the top and use that to brighten the very inner corner of my eye. I did not sleep well last night. The very last product I'm going to use is this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Fight Dirty. This is one that I turn to often. I like the sprayer. I believe it elongates my makeup. It's a nice one. All right, last step, I like to go back in with my powder and just take away that shine that the setting spray gave. If you are dry or normal or don't mind the glow, you don't have to do this step. And there you have it. I'm so happy with this look. This is going to last me until I go to bed tonight. I have faith everything that I used is very long wearing, is very high quality, and best of all, it's affordable. I will have everything listed and linked in the description box below. If you choose to shop with those links, I do make a small commission, and I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Be sure you are subscribed before you leave. I would love to have you join me. I upload on Mondays and Saturdays. Give the video a thumbs up, and if you're not commenting about your favorite drugstore makeup, leave me a heart. Let me know you were here. I thank you so much for spending some of your precious time with me today. I'll see you in the next one.